our school's Division Superintendent, Dr. Edelberto L. Oplinaria, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rosemary C. Masisar, SGOD Chief Dr. Maria Carmela T. Ablin, CID Chief Dr. Maria Eva S. Edon, and to our Division Research Coordinator, Dr. Bridget E. Abalorio, and to all of us, a pleasant day. I am Marjorie B. Yosores, Master Teacher 1 from Kapatagan National High School. Welcome to my completed basic research presentation entitled Challenges and Best Practices of the Teacher Using Google Meet, Basis for Interventions. The teachers at Kapatagan National High School used internet platforms rather than face-to-face meetings when the pandemic was going on. Social media is the sole option for teachers to communicate with their students during pandemic. There have been difficulties that have the teachers feeling uncertain and alarmed. However, other best practices were also found over time. The foundation of intervention in education is Google Meet as an online platform. With this, the researcher hopes to illustrate the difficulties and Google's best practices as a foundation for action. These are the research questions. 1. What are the challenges of the teachers in the use of Google Meet as basis for intervention? 2. What are the best practices of the teachers in the use of Google Meet as basis for intervention? 3. What action plan can be done based from the result of the study? For the sampling method of the study, the online teachers were purposefully chosen from the entire population of Kapatagan National High School, were subject for inspection and investigation. It employed purposive sampling strategy where a sample was deliberately chosen for specific purposes in an inquiry. As to collect the data of the study gathered information and facts from respondents about the challenges and best practices used by teachers to deliver their lecture using Google Meet. Data were gathered using structured interviewing strategy. The precise method of obtaining the required data and information would be the data collection process. To answer the questions of the study, the following results will be discussed and presented. For question number 1, what are the challenges of the teachers in the use of Google Meet as basis for intervention? The researcher made a table with 2 columns which indicates code 1 on worries in utilizing the computer, distress of technical issues, not trained to utilize Google Meet, and poor internet connections, with the corresponding theme in column 2 about technical issues. And code 2 about lack of human interactions, not focused in the virtual class, and developed negative attitudes with corresponding theme, negative attitudes. For question number 2, what are the best practices of the teachers in the use of Google Meet as basis for intervention? A table made with 2 columns, the codes and theme, which tells us in code 1 that students are cooperative and interactive. Introvert students tend to be more secured and confident. Boast student-centeredness as it encourages their freedom in learning, and boast their students' motivation in learning with corresponding theme, socialization. And Code 2 promotes effective technology integration in the teaching-learning process, and knowledge or training in using technology with corresponding theme, effectiveness. For question number 3, What action plan can be done based from the result of the study? An action plan was made to apply the concepts to be used during the activities to address the needs of the learners. Based on the aforementioned findings, the following recommendations were forwarded to 1. Regional DepEd officials. Use Google Meet as a teaching method to help students and teachers connect during the pandemic. The effectiveness of Google Meet improved student performance. 2. School heads. Encourage teachers to modify their lesson plans to better suit the needs of 21st century students in order to increase their motivation and involvement in their home learning. 3. Teachers. Through the adaptation of various teaching practices that help promote student engagement and motivation in learning, educators must keep up with the significant change occurring in the Department of Education under the new normal. 4. Learners. The curiosity is awakened during the teaching-learning process by using Google Meet for online instruction. 5. Community parents. The utilization of the online teaching helped their children increase their engagement in learning. 6. Future researchers. As a form of instruction, future researchers are urged to carry out comparable or related studies on other virtual platforms. That ends my presentation. Thank you, and once